Hello, my name is Sagan. I'm from First of Kansas. My project is titled Creating Sickle Cell. Uh, we advocacy, testimony, public memory. It's a digital exhibit that is built in the GIS story maps, and it examines how sickle cell is represented in Nigerian public and cultural life. I bring together materials from film, journalism, advocacy, campaigns, institutional publications, and digital storytelling in order to show how these narratives shape stigma, care, survival, and social understanding. So, um, I'll say Nigeria has one of the highest burdens of sickle cell disease in the world. Yet our public understanding of the condition is often shaped by some kind of incomplete stigmatizing, maybe stigmatization, or sometimes overly narrow narratives. So sickle cell is frequently discussed through crisis, money, pity, and prevention. So this exhibit is just, it's asking what those kind of representations, what do they do, and what they repeat, and maybe also what they leave behind. So, the exhibit is organized into 6 sections. So the first section introduces the project. Um, yeah, just, it gives the kind of understanding of what this project is all about. Um, Also, the second section is where I talk about looks at the cultural scripts in film and popular media, where Nigerian film, they played an important role in shaping how sickle cell is understood in public life. So most times, sickle cell appears through crisis, family anxiety, romance, and blame. And yeah, I included 2 scripts, 2 scenes from some video, home videos that talks about Nigerian sickle cell experience. While the third section is from print journalism and public discourse, where I look at newspaper reporters, um, because they often frame the condition through danger, suffering, and public warning. And for the fourth section, it focuses on advocacy and institutional efforts. Yeah. So, like institutional messaging that includes banners, campaigns, media outreach, materials. So, just to understand how do they talk about some of these, the experience of people living with the condition in Nigeria. While the fifth section turns to digital testimony, I search for content creators on TikTok, YouTube, their personal testimonies, their kind of experience, and how they are fighting back some kind of stereotypes in society. So some of them use their platform to challenge the myths and speak for themselves about what their experience looks like and why we should maybe stop taking them as object of pity. So the final section draw these patterns together through silence, repetition, and public memory. So yeah, we have some of them rejecting the word sickler because this is something that's, most people use before now, but I think there is now a changing cultural understanding, even though the use of the word sickler to describe people living with the condition still persists. So what I found is that um, one of the clearest pattern in the exhibit is repetition. Like in film and journalism, sickle cell is often framed through pain, caution, social stigma. So this one make the condition very visible, but they also narrow it. They leave limited room for ordinary life, self-definition of complexity. So advocacy materials shifts the language towards some kind of awareness, hope, maybe genotype education and community action. Probably it's important, but it can still simplify experience by focusing more on prevention rather than on everyday realities of living with the condition. So the challenge to these inherited narratives appear in digital testimony. We have on social media people with sickle cell reject harmful labels. They confront the myth, like mentioned the other time. So the story map allows me to place these materials in conversation with one another. So not treating them in isolated examples. The exhibit also shows how repetition moves between media forms and accumulates into public memory. It also makes the project accessible beyond the conventional academic article. So I believe that this is a curated beginning because it's still a work in progress. So future phases will expand the collection through additional testimonies, advocacies, and oral history. So I believe that the argument in this project is that sickle cell is not only a biomedical condition, it's also shaped by the stories that the society tells. So, yeah, thank you.